Vietnamese food review by an alien. Pho bois, beef noodle soup, pot of food. Zorp approached the steaming bowl with suspicion. It looked like murky nutrient sludge, but smelled suspiciously delicious. Initial assessment: broth is a complex hydrological system. The flavor profile is illogically satisfying, a blend of sweet, savory, and an element I detect as joyful grass, he reported, slurping a long, flat noodle. The terrestrial, beef chunks offer satisfactory mastication. However, the accompanying green leaves, herbs, I am informed, are structurally inefficient. They are not designed to be submerged. When I attempted orbital synchronization, they disintegrated upon contact with the heat vector. He paused, a tiny drop of soup clinging to his antennae. Rating: 4 out of 5 light years. Deducted point for the inefficient leafy garnish protocol. Banh mi, Vietnamese sandwich. Next was the famous sandwich. Zorb picked up the crusty, torpedo-shaped bread roll, rotating it in his three-fingered hand. This is a fascinating containment unit, he observed. A hardened carbohydrate shell, surprisingly crunchy. Inside, they have deployed a tactical filling, pickled vegetable shards, a strange pâté paste, and slices of what I believe are restructured animal proteins. He took a monumental, crunching bite. His large, reflective eyes widened. Analysis: the sensory data is overwhelming. It's salty, sweet, sour, soft, crunchy, and slightly spicy simultaneously, he gasped, crumbs scattering across the street. This is not food, it is a portable, handheld flavor explosion. It should be immediately classified as an intergalactic culinary weapon. He transmitted an urgent addendum, warning, high risk of jaw dislocation due to sheer enjoyment. Rating: 5 out of 5 black holes. Must be replicated on the home planet immediately. Goi Quan, fresh spring rolls. Zorb stared at the translucent, tightly wrapped roll. This dish presents a logistical challenge. It appears to be a shrimp and vegetable prison encased in a sheath of moist paper, he muttered, trying to determine where to bite. It is sticky. It requires manual labor to consume. And the required dipping sauce, a peanut-based viscous liquid, is highly viscous and requires an alarming degree of precision to apply without splattering my mandatory review uniform. He carefully dipped a corner and took a tentative bite. Flavor is clean, efficient, and healthy, he conceded. But this is fundamentally a deconstructed salad that forces you to reassemble it with your face. Too much effort for a Sector Gamma 9 palate. It needs a spoon and a sturdy bowl. Rating: 2.5 out of 5 quasars. Good, but fails the zero-gravity consumption test. Bun cha, grilled pork and noodle dish, meat on bone. The arrival of the sweet, savory, meaty broth, separate cold noodles, and basket of herbs sent Zorp into a frenzy of confusion. What in the void is this? He shrieked internally. I have received 3 separate bowls of ingredients. This is not a dish, it is a DIY food kit. The instructions are entirely verbal and delivered via rapid, high-pitched local dialect. He watched the locals dip the noodles and meat into the broth. Imitating them, he dropped a massive clump of cold noodles into the hot broth. Error! Error, he reported, spraying a mist of broth. The temperature differential is causing a structural failure in the noodle cluster. And the pork meatballs, while pleasingly caramelized, are now attempting an escape from the dipping bowl. He finally took a proper, balanced bite. Ah! When correctly combined, the juxtaposition of hot, cold, soft, and crispy is revolutionary. It is the cubism of terrestrial cuisine. Complicated, but ultimately brilliant. Rating: 4.5 out of 5 meteor showers. Almost perfect, but the assembly process is designed for a higher functioning life form. Safi Trung, egg coffee. Finally, the grand finale. A small cup topped with a thick, yellow, frothy substance. Zorp looked at the cafe owner. You are confirming this is coffee and egg? The owner nodded enthusiastically. Zorp sampled the foam. His eyes widened again, this time with pure, unadulterated pleasure. Committee, forget the geopolitical status of this planet, he whispered, a tremor in his voice. Forget the inefficient leafy garnishes. This beverage, this beautiful, creamy, caffeinated creation, is a liquid cloud of pure, sweetened existence. It is a dessert. It is a mood. It is a philosophy. It is what happens when a coffee bean and a chicken's output decide to stage a peaceful, delicious coup d'etat. He finished the cup in 3 large sips. I am canceling the rest of my review tour, Zorp concluded, his voice suddenly full of uncharacteristic warmth. I am submitting a request for indefinite assignment to Vietnam, specifically this cafe. I believe I have discovered the single greatest achievement of the Milky Way galaxy. Rating, 6 out of 5 Big Bangs. I require another cup. And possibly a plastic stool of my own.